It builds character to be a New York Jets fan. I'm here for the smoke. Dolan is a terrible owner. Mike Trout is by and large the best player in Major League Baseball. Nobody would notice him just walking down the street. I don't even think the ink was dry on his contract and he got fired.
Welcome to Degree of Difficulty. I'm your host, Aaron Johnson. This week, I'm hopping back into the saddle just in time for the NFL playoff divisional round. And let me just say, please let these games be better than Super Wildcard Weekend. You know, the NFL does a lot of things right, but they do many more things wrong. And for the last several weeks, especially during the end of the regular season, you couldn't get through an NFL telecast without hearing about Super Wild Card Weekend. It was like one of those really loud, really obnoxious monster truck rally commercials from my childhood. You know, the ones that used to go something like, an extra team in the playoffs, an extra day of football, playoff Monday Night Football, Super Wild Card Weekend.
3 days later.
Bro, all these games sucked. They were so bad. For all that hype, Super Wild Card Weekend, much like my own dating history and Mac Jones whenever he has to throw the ball more than 3 times in Buffalo, it left a lot to be desired. It just did. And plus, you know, I can always take a chance to take a dig at the Patriots. That being said, as some things changed, many things stayed the same. The refs were awful in Cincinnati. Kyler Murray and the Cardinals were who we thought they were. Brady's gonna Brady. And of course, the Cowboys proved once again, you can change the quarterback. You can, make the stadium bigger. You can forget to close the roof in said stadium. You can forget how much time is left on the clock. You can have a memorable post-game playoff meltdown. And, you can leave the fans feeling down bad, but no matter what, Dallas is going to choke in the playoffs.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
So for this week, all I'm asking for is please, just give me watchable football. I'm a Jet fan. I try not to ask for too much, outside of course, Zach Wilson being the second coming of Joe Willie Namath and leading my beloved Jets to the promised land. Never forget, kids. Finger wag. That's all we got. That's it. Super Bowl III, baby. But I'm just asking for an exciting, fun, and enjoyable watching experience and not the NFL equivalent of playing your younger sibling in Madden and blowing their doors off. So that's all I'm asking for. For my picks this weekend, give me Joe Cool and the Bengals on the road at +3.5. That's going to be one of my upsets for this week. The patron saint of discount double check and the Cheeseheads at home at -5.5 in Lambeau. The Rams, which is going to be my big upset for this week for some reason, on the road at +3. Because when has ever going against Tom Brady ever gone poorly? If Matthew Stafford was ever going to not be mediocre, the time is now. So we'll see. Rounding out the weekend, what I think is going to be the best playoff game of the week, I'm going to take Patrick Mahomes' greatness over Josh Allen's hot streak. Chiefs at Arrowhead at -1.5. So, hopefully I'm right there. Hopefully it is the best game of the season, or best game of the postseason, I should say. Well, hopefully my key still works again next week. We're going to have to see. This is Degree of Difficulty. I'm Aaron Johnson.